Alright, here again with gonna do Zendikar Rising Premier Draft. This is another number. I feel like the drafts have been going too well lately and that I'm going to get my comeuppance. Not really. I know that's a logical thinking, but the feeling is so strong. Alright, here we go. Oh, the last person's thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. They're ready. So, Lotus Cobra immediately jumps out as the rare. Relic Amulet can be good, Bubble Snare's good removal, Deadly Alliance is better removal. I don't think the Lotus Cobra compares to the removal here. I think it is... I guess it's similar to Bubble Snare according to my tier list, made by Just Lola Man Mobius and Scotty Nada. And the Relic Amulet. Wow, they are... Huh. They are all over the place on how good the Relic Amulet is. That's weird. Normally they're pretty consistent. But yeah, they're rating the Relic Amulet as C, D, or B minus. Weird. So I'm going to take, I think, the Deadly Alliance here. For my own personal history, removal is just kind of good to go, is a good go-to. So the cards in this pack, black, there's the Ravager's Mace, but second picking a gold card based off of a Deadly Alliance usually isn't a good idea. I don't really care for Jawari Disruption. Jawari Disruption is like a weird modal because it's like the counterspell is only good in the early game when the opponent is using their mana efficiently and so they don't have time, they don't have the room to pay for one for the counterspell. But that's also the time when you want to play it as a land. So it's a bit awkward as a land, as a modal land. Expedition Diviner is nice. And I think that just might be the pick in this pack. Very unexciting. Ravager's Mace can be good, and I could pick it, but I just don't think I'm going to. Nahiri's Binding again is removal. None of the other cards in this pack have a power level equivalent to the removal, although Nahiri's Binding is one of the weaker removal in this set because of the bouncing from blue, the Feed the Swarm from black. But I think the only other card that's... Yeah, I think it's just clearly Nahiri's Binding. Like the other cards weren't even in colors. So what are we seeing? We're seeing some green, not a lot of red. Just this Teeter Peak Ambusher. Still seeing blue with this Bubble Snare. Again, like we keep seeing removal cards and the creature card spells are just not as good. Like there are creature spells as good as the removal spells, but we're just not seeing them here. And we do already have an Expedition Diviner in blue. Bane Veil is okay. It's probably about the same as the Jawari Disruption, really. Oh no, they have it as... Yeah, it's about the same. So yeah. Regrowth, Harbor Mage is nice. Practice Tactics. So again, not much in black for Deadly Alliance, but we are still seeing There's white in practice tactics, but I think the best card in this pack is the Taunting Arbor Mage. And I know it's another. It's a card that's not on color for what we've drafted so far, but we have been consistently seeing green. We've been consistently seeing green, white, and blue. Like red's been sneaking in there. So yeah, again, oh, there's a Shadowcat. I think this is the Geysermage. Based on what we already have, we're definitely leaning into blue at the moment. Yeah, the Draga Visionary I'd say is comparable. The Prowling Felidar is really good in like a green-white landfall deck. It's okay and everything else. So I don't know. Oh, now we're seeing someone might have switched which colors they're drafting on us here. But so what are we looking at here? I do have Deadly Alliance for black. The Skyclave Shadowcat's pretty specific with counters, and we haven't picked up anything that has counters. I think it's either the Aesthetic to stay green or the Gloom Hunter in case we're going black. This blue spell is bad. Everything else, yeah. That was a weird pack. This is the second Ravager's Mace. Again, not much red at all. It definitely looks like we're somewhere between blue, black, and green. It could be kickers. It could be, I don't know, blue-green wizards or blue-green party. I'm certainly holding us up here with all these packs I'm holding on to. I'm going to take the Duelist or the Survivor. Oh gosh. I'm going to take the Duelist. I just don't know what I am right now. Yeah, I'm not Mill. I'll take Deliberate, or I could take Chilling Trap. I think Chilling Trap. Like we definitely have enough wizards. These are all pretty bad. I'll take the Chilling Trap. Yes, I will take this Roost of Drakes, which is basically a rare. So we do want to prioritize kickers at this point. But whether and it definitely looks like we're more blue-black with kickers than blue-green kickers. But hopefully these next packs can tell us what we are exactly. I see white cards. I see blue Risen Riptide. I also see a Znr Roilmage, which I'm going to take over the Risen Riptide. And we can get back something like Deadly Alliance. Yeah. So there's another Taunting Arbor Mage. And that's also kicker for... I feel like we're more likely to end up black. So I'm gonna take the Malkia Rebirth. There's nothing... Oh, there's an Into the Roil in blue, which is great. And that is definitely the pick. So there's a Zoth Consumption or Field Research. I could take the Field Research and just stay open to whatever possibility I want to be. Our only kicker payoff right now is the Roost of Drakes. Other than that, I'm not quite sure. I'm just Okay, so I think it's a clear Risen Riptide here. As for this, we have Skyclave Sentinel, which is a kicker, which is fine. So yeah, we only have the one green card that I've picked up as opposed to the black cards with Deadly Alliance and Ghastly Gloomhunter. Blue-green is usually the kicker colors. Yep, so here's another Cunning Geysermage. Which is the pick. Don't really care too much about party synergies with kicker. The land. Znr Roilmage is excellent. Another Skyclave Sentinel over Spoils of Adventure. If we're blue-black, we're not really able to splash a whole lot. I'll take this Cleric and hope that I don't have to use it. I'll take this Stalker and maybe it'll get used. I'll take the green card just in case. Sure. We're nowhere near Nahiri. We're not white for Mary Captain. Both of those cards are good. Silent Swarm is good as well, but I just don't. The only life gain I have is Ghastly Gloomhunter. I could take the Risen Riptide, but I'm going to take the Ghastly Gloomhunter instead. It's black and it kicks, which is rare. And then hopefully the Risen Riptide will wheel out of that pack. So here it's just Expedition Diviner. Again, there's some powerful cards in this pack, but they're not on color for this deck. It'd be cool if maybe Blood Beckoning wheels, because it's a kicker card. There's a Bubble Snare for us. Which is, yeah, it's definitely the best card in there. Oh, and a Merfolk Falconer is great. It's a wizard for chilling traps and Expedition Diviners, and it triggers off of kickers. And it's just a 5-mana 4/4 flying body, which is also amazing. There was a Vine Gecko there, but I just don't think we're not green. So now I have a choice between Cunning Geysermage and Znr Roilmage. I don't know which one of those are better. Yeah, my tier list says they're the same. So I guess I'll look at the curve. We definitely have less 2-drops than 3-drops, so I'm going to take the Roilmage here. There's Chilling Grasp and Blood Priest. With the amount of wizards we have, Blood Priest might actually be hitting for 2 and draining for 2. I'm not too excited about Glacial Grasp with 2 Bubble Snares, a Deadly Alliance. Might just take... Oh, I was going to take Jawari Disruption because it's a modal land, but Feed the Swarm is real nice. Even though Glacial Grasp is kind of a removal, I feel like we could use a bit more removal. We have 2 Bubble Snares and Deadly Alliance, and then we have 2 kind of tricks with Into the Roil and Chilling Trap. This, I don't really want any of this. I'll consider the Cascade Seer, but I don't think it's going to be taken. The Risen Riptide did end up wheeling, so that's great. And the Blood Beckoning also ended up wheeling, so that's great as well. Apparently I can tell those what's going to wheel. I I guess I'll take C4 Stalker. Not sure that's going to be played. I don't know if I'll play Living Tempest. Anti-Cognition is here. Goodbye, Haggard Constrictor. Did I even draft a rare? I don't think I picked up a single rare. Huh. I think that's a first. I mean, Rooster Drakes is practically a rare, though. So, as for kicker, let's see, kicked. Oh. It looks like I can't really... So I have 4 cards that like kicker spells in 2 Risen Riptides, Merfolk Falconer, and Rooster Drakes. I don't really... And then let's look at wizard stuff. Yeah, there's not a ton of winners. There's not really a lot of wizard synergy. But we do have 9 wizards, so that stuff's pretty easy. With kicker, we have cards that can cost low, but they can also cost high. I'm gonna take out a Dreadworm. It's not kicker. It's not a wizard. Doesn't benefit from any of that. I have to make 11 cuts to this deck. Okay. Sky Dancer is out. Blood Priest is out. Zulaport Duelist is out. 11 cuts, that's a lot. Living Tempest might be out. Cascade Seer might be out. It's gonna be like Seafloor Stalkers are cuttable. The Cleric is cuttable. Cleric of Chill Depths is cuttable. So we do have Malakir Rebirth. I should look and just make sure that... Yes. So Malakir Rebirth is our only modal land. How much draw is there in this deck? There's a Field Research and an Into the Roil and Chilling Traps. I think I can cut one swamp then to make a little bit more room. Still have to make like 7 cuts. Could take out, like, with this much standard removal, I could take out the Chilling Traps. I think that's what I do. Because it's like Feed the Swarm, Bubble Snare, and Deadly Alliance, that's 4. And then for bounce effects, we have an Into the Roil and 2 Cunning Geysermages. I'm going to take out a Living Tempest. The Living Tempest is a 3/3 flyer, but we already have decent flying. In fact, we're like mostly flying. So 4 more cuts. I could see taking out the Cascade Seer. I don't want to fall too low on creatures. The C4 Stalkers could definitely go. Their abilities are a bit too expensive. Now I'm at 16 creatures. 17 is 17 creatures with Rooster Drake, maybe. And then of course that makes more creatures. I'm not sure, like, how low you can go on creatures, but I am feeling pretty uncomfortable going any lower than this. Are any of the creatures that I cut better than Cascade Seer? Cascade Seer is just gonna scry for 1 all the time, but ugh. Oh well. We also have Blood Beckoning to get back creatures, and it is also a kicker spell, which will act that we want to use late, which is also great for kicker stuff. So I think, and the Malakir Rebirth is our modal, which lets us play 1 less land. So I think like Malakir Rebirth, but yeah. Oh, there's also Cleric of Chill Depths, which I would also like to cut. But I don't think I want to go down to 15 creatures, but that means that I have to cut something in the spell category. And my spells are all very useful. Is going down to 14 creatures okay? Like, I would much rather get rid of Cascade Seer and Cleric of Chill Depths, so it'd still leave me with 5 2-drops. I guess the question is, like, what am I protecting with Shell Shield? $16 kicker spells. um... We're going to be relying on our Risen Riptides to be blockers until and hold the ground while we fly over with other stuff or bounce things. And getting back things with the Znr Roilmages. Gosh. I don't want to go too low on stuff, so I think I'm gonna compromise, get rid of Cascade Seer, and then I will get rid of a spell. And I'm thinking it's Shell Shield. Out of all the spells that I could cut, like it's Shell Shield versus Blood Beckoning. Think it's Shell Shield? I am really uncertain as to the crafting of this deck. I guess playing with it, we'll find out. Yeah. So we'll see how this works out. As for the name of the deck, there's no rares. I didn't even rare draft anything. Certainly got enough, more than enough playables, unlike some of the previous drafts. There are still stuff that I want to cut out of this deck and replace with better things, like the Cleric of Chill Depths. I'd rather have like a Skyclave Squid or something. It's like the problem with the Chill Depths Cleric is it usually doesn't even trade for anything. And there are quite a few creatures in this set that have 3 power early on. Do we have any kickers for 5? We have kickers for a total of 4 mana. see. 4, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7. Huh, yeah, there's no kickers at 5. Weird. And I'm pretty sure I navigated the draft correctly. I'm definitely supposed to be in blue. I'm pretty sure that I chose well for black as my secondary color instead of green. Like normally it's like blue-green kickers. Well, let's call this, I guess, gloom shoes? Because we kick things and we're gloom hunters? I don't know. The roost. the the gloom roost? Because they're not roosted drakes, they're actually a roost of zombie bats? Yes. Makes sense to me. And then the lands. While I continue to make sure I feel okay about this deck. Yeah. I think so. The chilling traps are kind of like soft removal, whereas we have hard removal in Bubble Snare, Feed the Swarm. It's nice that they draw us a card, but there's an issue of space in this deck. I feel like this deck is okay, better than the previous deck. Maybe it'll get 3 wins, but I just can't be sure. I'll keep this. We got plenty of plays on turn 2 for 2 mana. So we just need to draw the lands. Cleric of Chill Depths will come out first. Because, you know, we all, well... I guess I've been seeing a whole lot more of these Wind Robbers lately. He did not attack. Would you like to counter? Nope. I'm gonna try and kick the Rooster Drakes. Did not attack again. It's very unlikely that anyone plays with like counter spells. He could have Feed the Swarm here, which would be great, but at least I got a 2/2 out of it. Oh. Wow. All right. Well. Do I return this to their hand? I think No. I think I'll just let them... I don't... Like, I hate that it has, like, a into the battlefield effect, so... Oh, shoot! I was supposed to play this island. Kinda just 1 mana away from stuff. Instant or sorcery cards. So they might have like a counter spell here. Sure. I really just need them to play a creature so that I can Into the Roil it. A creature that doesn't have like... This guy only does stuff when they come into play. I don't want to feed the swarm it, I'll feed the swarm the infiltrator. I'm gonna play this land. Play the Roilmage to get back into the Roil. Then I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Okay. Another Roilmage. Get back, feed the swarm. The values. I can pretty much just return this guy to my hand. Then feed the swarm on this. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. That was a fun turn we had there. That sucks for me. Bubble snare, bunch of other stuff. pretty much my turn. They have more removal, eh? Okay. It's an Inscription of Insight. I'm definitely losing at this point. So I can play the Roilmage for, let's see, how much mana do I have? 5, 9. So I don't have 10. I can play Expedition Diviner, Malakir Rebirth backup. I can play the Cleric of Chill Depths. I have 9 mana. I can play Znr Roilmage for 6 and then kill a 4/4. Tapped. And then, or kill the Thought Thief. I have 9 cards left in this deck, so I'm pretty sure that I have to kill the Thought Thief here. Great. Yeah, I'm totally losing. My opponent still has 5 cards in their hand. It's too... I can't even field research. Actually, I can. I think it's better to keep up the rebirth. Yeah, that Inscription of Insight was just back-breaking for me. Alright, well, that's it. They had me killed a lot of different ways. Poor Rooster Drake's getting fed on so like that. Like the one card that is commonly run that can deal with Rooster Drakes. They had it. They not only had it, they had a mythic to back it up, to double it. That was definitely a great play. I would have been making so many Drakes. It would have been great. Oh, look, Rooster Drake's in the opening hand. This is another keep. This is a keep, but white, huh? I'm going to play the Rooster Drakes here like this because my hand has a lot of stuff for 4 mana, and I really need to get to 4 mana and start playing things at 4 mana. Blue-white party. If I don't draw a land, I'm going to have to just play the Skyclave Sentinel as is. Oh, Risen Riptide. Yeah, they're more aggressive than I am right now, and I haven't drawn my second blue source. That's not a blue source. So I'm stuck on 3 here. My opponent just recharged. Hopefully I can draw another. He keeps looking at his Risen Riptide like he can do something with that. Which makes they, I guess I should say they, not he, I don't know. They get their 5th land. I get my next land, but it's not what I want at all. I think I have 9 blue sources in the deck, so I have 8 left. So they can now pump their team. They're not going to pump their team. I hope I get my... Well, this is almost as good. I'm at 10, and again, they can pump their team. So I don't think I'm going to attack. Just need that second blue source here, guys. Oh, thank you. So they could have Sajiri Shelter for this, but it looks like they don't have it. I don't know why, but they're mousing over things. Okay. Another person with Inscription of Insight. I'm bouncing the 4/4 back. Well, if I draw enough. Okay, cool. Die 4/4. That pump is just so they can attack with a 2/3, 2/4, and a 2/2. I want to kill the 2/3. I think I attack here. Because my Drake can block their Kite Sail Cleric. And, so I could play the Merfolk Falconer or the Tazim Roilmage. Either way, that's my turn. I have a Deadly Alliance in my graveyard. If I play the Merfolk Falconer, like my kicks get even better. The problem with these is that they become 4/3s. So I'm going to make another Drake to double block them. This is definitely a fight. Okay. So the pump is the obvious play. They could also have like the alliance thing. I hate the pump. I might have to Deadly Alliance this Seagate Banneret just because it is... I'm going to try to kill both of them here. I forget if like their ability triggers or not if they die at the same time. Yeah. Darn it. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, I guess I could have only killed one of them. But then I would have taken 4. Or I would have taken... It also takes them off wizards? Maybe? Candy Ox. So now I'll have 7 mana. I can pretty much just decide what I want to do. Now if they want to save their, if they want to trade, they have to pump the Cleric, or maybe use some other combat trick. Play the Falconer and Cleric of Chill Depths. So those Mesa Links has become 3/2s. It's interesting that they played the Cleric here, knowing that I do have Deadly Alliance. They're probably going to play McKindy Ox, tap the Falconer again. They're at 30 health. They'll probably deck before I can kill them. I'm more worried about the McKindy Ox or the Shepherd of Heroes. How much land have they gone through? 8, 9? So they probably have like half their deck as lands at this point? I'm a bit more scared of the McKindy Ox than the Shepherd of Heroes. Probably gonna put it on a Mesa Links. So have I already used Feed the Swarm? No. I'm going to block this to draw a card. It's a pretty good card. So this will allow me to... How much mana do I have? 7, 8 mana. So I couldn't play it and cast. Good lord. Huh? So they can get in 5 damage here, which super sucks for me. Pretty sure I need to kill this McKindy Ox. Oh shit. They can double pump. So if they double pump, it's a 6. I have to kill the Seagate Banneret. If they double pump, the McKindy Ox becomes a 6/6. Ugh. This will just destroy my board. Oh, the double pump. Fine. I don't know how I'll survive. I think this is right. Oh no, I was supposed to put the Roilmage on the other Mesa Lynx. Oh well. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 8 mana. Okay. Well, that was a turn. F me, eh? So I have I have 4 mana left over, so I can kill the Mesa Lynx or whoever they have. I can't feed the, well, it's also an artifact. I could either choose Into the Roil to bounce it and draw a card, or I can Deadly Alliance. I think I would rather... I think I would rather just kill it. So I bottom 2 land, there's... Oh. My Blood Beckoning is back. I have no clue what to get here. So I have... quite a lot of mana. So I have 6... 4... I have 10 mana. So this will take 4 of it. So I can take the Skyclave Sentinel, and I can take it to Znr Roilmage. I have blockers for days. Yeah, they're just gonna deck themselves. Wow. Holy crap! That game was pretty intense there. Wow. That was a great game. Oh, the stores. refreshed. That was a great game. Makes that deck worth it. Definitely, that's definitely going to be a fun one. Oh, you can also click on this. Cool. That game makes this deck totally worth it. Yeah, this is a keep. I wonder how many times I played Deadly Alliance. 3 times? Okay, my opponent's on blue. Blue kickers. I have enough land to play the Cunning Geysermage, so I'm not sure. Not sure I want to play it. Do they have enough mana for like an Into the Roil? Here we go, Into the Roil. Sure. I would like to get my Risen Riptide back down, but I'm gonna kill this Vine Gecko because it makes all their kickers cheaper, and it also grows. So like, I can't really kill it in response. So this gains flying anytime you play a wizard spell. So I'm at 6 mana, 1 away from casting Skyclave Sentinel. I could play Risen Riptide and hope that they don't have anything. Well, then they would still attack. They would still get in for 4, and if I play the Cunning Geysermage, they'll still get in for 4. So I think I'm just going to Cunning Geysermage and delay, because they could double attack with the Mara Wizard. The Risen Riptide just blocks 1. Cunning Geysermage. Again, they'll get into 4 because they attack with that. And I'm not going to attack with the Geysermage, obviously, because in case they don't have an instant sorcery or wizard spell, but I mean, come on, they definitely do. Oh, another inscription. Am I 3 for 3 in seeing inscriptions? Yeah, man, good game. Good game. Just press the attack button, man. Okay, sure. I think this is the 3rd game in a row now. There was the 2 water blue inscriptions and now the green inscription. Well, if this deck only gets 1 win, that's probably... That's like 1 win less than I was hoping for. I was really betting that this deck would get 2, maybe 3 wins, but gosh, inscriptions are just hard to beat. Oh, this is another keep. So this looks like red is typically the color of aggression. So I probably have to play. If I don't have to play with the Znr Roilmages, I'm not going to. Ooh, shoot, that's going to be really hard to beat. I can't field research or else I will have to discard cards. So actually maybe I should have played it to Znr Roilmage last turn. There's no real difference between Into the Roiling now than later. Wait, is their hand all spells? So field research 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it would cause me to overdraw. I could pray I draw a land, which I desperately, desperately need. So let's see about my black spells. I'm not going to play Blood Beckoning. Maybe. So yeah, there's a land. Um. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the question is if I play it to Znr Roilmage or not. And I think I am going to. I just have so much. If I don't draw another land, then I'm Merfolk Falconer. If I do draw another land, I have a second to Znr Roilmage in hand. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I need to do with my mana. Okay. So I can play Merfolk Falconer and bubble the Scorch Rider. I have 6, right? Yeah. And then I have a second bubble for backup. I can Tazim Roilmage, but that's really slow. This guy doesn't do anything other than, yeah, you can tap him and make things cost less. Which isn't very exciting. So they're kind of like a red-blue party. And I'm a blue-black kickers deck. Look, neither one of us are playing on brand for the color combinations we currently have. Oh, 3 top. That's great. That's... Uh-huh. So I can cut and geysermage the Seafloor Stalker back into their hand. and then attack with the Falconer. I can Tazim Roilmage and get back field research. But with Valakut Exploration, they're going to have some amazing turns, especially since they put 3 top. Prison Riptide is too slow to get out right now. I want to dig down into Roost of Drakes or even another land. So if I get another land, I can do Skyclave Sentinel. If I can get to my Rooster Drakes, then yeah, so they set this up perfectly. Yep, there goes Scorch Rider into my Merfolk Falconer. What? Why are they playing the Expedition Diviner first? Oh, because they can discount the cost with Royal Chaser? Sure. So, they have, I could Bubble Snare the Diviner, and there's some credit to doing so. But I only have 1 creature in the bin, so this turn is pretty much Skyclave Sentinel. The question is if I attack with my 3/2 or not and let their 3/3 attack back. They'd go down to 11. If they attacked with their 3/3, I still wouldn't be able to attack with my 2/1s. So I think I keep the 3/2 back. And my other play is Tazim Roilmage. I think I just do the Sentinel to get that out. And I say no attacks. A 4/5 is pretty difficult for them to block. If the Diviner attacks, I don't know if I would even block it. 7 mana, 4 mana. Okay. Yep. They just have a glut of cards to draw from. Deadly Alliance is pretty good for me. So we'll Deadly Alliance the Seafloor Stalker when it comes out. I'll Bubble Snare the Diviner. So I'm not playing Skyclave Sentinel this turn. I can Tazim Roilmage back a bounce spell. Or field research. No, it's got to be Into the Roil. Well, that's good and bad for me that they drew a land. Okay. No, field research. Yeah, they were able to kick that. So there's the beauty of Kaza, Royal Chaser, right there. So they have 2 mana open, maybe for a Roil, Into the Roil, or something like that. I can play the Skyclave Sentinel, but I wouldn't have enough mana to double spell. I'm gonna do this on my turn in case I draw something interesting. I did not draw something interesting. Oh. There's the Shell Shield. Well, it's good that I got them to spend that on their turn then. So here I can Skyclave Sentinel. And feed one of these. Yeah, without Rooster Drakes, this deck does not... Does it have a chance? Oof. I think they can probably... Wow, discarding the Seafloor Stalker. Yep. They got there all the way. Just too much value from from Kaza and Falcon Exploration. Oh man. Well, their deck does a lot of neat stuff. There was that Arisen Riptide at the top at one point that that maybe I could have played. But it's tough to say whether that was to keep that on top or not. Like, I just didn't see us outvaluing a Valakut Exploration without our own Roost of Drakes. Yep. Very sad times. Arena Open Day 1. I'm going to stop the recording here as we no fun watching me read this. So, alright, that's it.